What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Rhea Ripley's officially won the Women's Elimination Chamber match, punching a ticket back into the main event title picture. But what was the real reason behind her win at Elimination Chamber? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Number 1, the tag title loss was a strategic reset. The shift began on the Go Home episode of SmackDown, where Ripley and Io Sky dropped the Women's Tag Team Championship to the Irresistible Forces. And at the time, the timing raised eyebrows, and now in hindsight, it looks deliberate. Taking the titles off Ripley cleared a path out of the tag division and freed her to focus entirely on singles gold. The loss was not a setback, it was a pivot point. WWE created separation so she could re-enter the main event scene with full momentum, and that is exactly what happened inside the chamber. Number 2, Jade Cargill's run hasn't been great. And there's also the WrestleMania factor. Jade Cargill arrived with massive hype, but her run hasn't fully clicked the way WWE may have envisioned. Reports have suggested WWE officials held major concerns regarding her in-ring development, particularly when it comes to leading longer matches and executing sequences safely. That reportedly led to careful match structuring and limited high-stakes exposure. Her late 2025 heel turn was meant to refresh her presentation, but some fans still view her, that bitch persona, as repetitive and underwhelming. But despite that, WWE appears to be using the mixed reactions strategically, potentially building toward a redemption narrative for a WrestleMania 42 opponent. And now that opponent is Rhea Ripley. A first-time clash between Ripley and Cargill carries undeniable big fight feel. The two powerhouses colliding on the grandest stage in them all is not just a match, it's a spectacle. Strength versus strength, dominance versus dominance. Number 3, Rhea Ripley is the most over woman on the roster. Her crowd reactions really matter, and Ripley consistently commands some of the loudest responses in the entire women's division. Even during a tag team run, the audience never cooled off on her. If WWE's goal was to subtly rotate her away from the single spotlight for a while, it didn't diminish her popularity. She remains one of the most marketable and organically supported stars on the roster. Giving her the chamber win aligns with what the audience already wants. Number 4, WWE repositioned her for the main event scene. But the creative pattern now feels clear. WWE removed Ripley from the tag title picture, kept her presence strong, and positioned her perfectly for a major singles breakthrough. Winning the Elimination Chamber confirms that this was the long-term planning, not last-minute booking. Ripley is back exactly where she belongs, in the center of the title conversation heading into WrestleMania season. And number 5, Io Sky's singles future is already taking shape. Ripley's ascent also creates opportunity for Io Sky to thrive independently. A highly promoted singles match between Io and Julia was originally scheduled for the February 20th episode of SmackDown before being pulled and replaced with the Ripley vs Julia bout. A report suggests WWE is deliberately holding off on the first ever time 1v1 clash for a bigger stage, and that is potentially at WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. Despite both being major stars in Japan, Io and Julia have actually never faced each other in singles competition. That alone gives the match historic appeal. And there's also another layer. If Io views Ripley's chamber victory as coming at the expense of their partnership, especially considering Ripley was pinned by Lash Legend to lose the titles, frustration could now build between the two. Thus, after WrestleMania 42, a Sky vs Ripley match would feel like a natural progression. From strategic booking decisions to long-term WrestleMania plans, Ripley's victory was not just logical, it was actually necessary for the PLE. Triple H obviously saw the backlash of the predictability heading into the PLE itself, and he pivoted quite a lot, as many would have assumed Tiffany Stratton would have come out with a W. But this then would have led to another rematch between her and Cargill, which nobody actually wanted. At least this is a fresh matchup. But there you have it, guys. The real reasons why Rhea Ripley won the Women's Elimination Chamber PLE. Was it the right call? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.